Hello again, Star Wars unboxing fans. Welcome to another unusual episode of Darth Tuba's Star Wars Unboxing Show. I'm your host, Darth Tuba, and today it's kind of a shelf talk with some oddball things that I've found, okay? So, quick story behind this, and this is kind of part one of a story, because I'm sure the people who watch the episode are going to be interested in hearing more about this, and that is this, that first of all, it's two things. Number one, when I was a kid, I really loved all things related to Star Wars, so much so that I actually took any kind of item from a toy box or magazines or sticker books or what have you, and I actually cut out some of my favorite parts of it, and I kind of put it together on a little poster board and just kind of created my own little collage, if you will. I know I have at least one listener, Sacred Something by Kara in Instagram. It does beautiful artistic things. Check her out on Instagram. She has a great subscription service for a great fanzine. And she made me think of the fact that I used to do this as well, and on a much more amateur way in my youth. When I was about, I guess around this time, I would have been about 12 or 13 years old. So I put all this together and I put it onto a poster board. And I kind of put it on display in my bedroom. And then, fast forward, get older, start putting this stuff away temporarily. I put everything in kind of like in the garage, got older, got married, bought a house, got into collecting again, and started putting out things on display. So I have some old posters and some old things that I had no shelf space to put them. So I actually have an attic that I was actually able to put some stuff on display in the attic. I'm the only one who goes up there, but it's kind of nice. And maybe, yes, I will do an episode where I can kind of showcase what some of the posters are up in the attic. But I actually put this collage up on the attic. Well, wouldn't you know, over the course of the last 10, 15 years, everything that I put up there has since fallen off the thing. Obviously it gets incredibly warm up there in the summer, incredibly cold up there in the winter, and all the glue that this stuff was used to keep this on the poster board, eventually it all came down. So the other day I decided to gather it all up, and I just thought I would show it because it just shows you the kind of, in some cases, creative, and some cases just darn right stupid things that I did as a young Padawan. But and if you look through this, I'm sure you can see a common theme. Obviously, let's talk about these. We've got essentially what are the card. You can tell by the back. These are cards, old vintage cards that I just cut out the actual shape of the whatever the AT-AT driver. This is what the picture of the AT-AT driver was. It was a picture of the AT-ST driver. Yes, I know some people would pay good money for undamaged cards. Obviously not this, but I just thought that was kind of an interesting thing. Here's Prune Face. Okay, another great. This looks like it's like from the Return of the Jedi line before it got to Power of the Force. By the time Power of the Force came out, I was getting more knowledgeable about and the importance of keeping things on card. I actually kept a few things on the card. Here's a good R2-D2. You can tell by him getting blown up there. That's Return of the Jedi. This is pretty much all Return of the Jedi. Here's Squid Head, or Aqualesh, I guess is not the one they're now called. You can tell on the back the glue and stick double-sided tape that I was using no longer worked. So there's Squid Head. Here's R2 with his sensor scope. And this is actually a Return of the Jedi card. Again, you can tell by the action figures on the back. And here's Zuckuss, which is not really Zuckuss. It's actually 4LOM, but there's proof of their error. They should have put 4LOM, but instead they put Zuckuss, and 4LOM was put on the other one. And we have, in the action figures, Bosch. I never really know exactly how to say it. But there you go. So then, of course, we've got Size Snoodles and the Rebo Band packaging. Being a musician, I'm also among a big fan of both the Cantina Band and the Size Snoodles Band. And unlike many, I do enjoy the special edition where they added more musicians. The more musicians, the merrier. Backup vocals. Really cool harmonica player. I thought that was good. Here's some other ones from the Return of the Jedi mini rigs collection. And you can go back in a previous episode where I was actually kind of showcasing all the mini rigs. This one is the, I don't have the numbers of them. I have not committed the names of these to memory. I just know that they look very Star Wars-y, right? So that's kind of a cool thing. We have, of course, micros, the micro collection. At some point, I might get out the entire micro collection. I've been hesitant to do that because, to me, I just took the micro collection and I put it all in one box, one bin, and I had them all there. And I played with them a lot. I enjoyed the micro collection because in one little box, you have an entire, at that time, three movies of Star Wars. And these were just some characters that came with the Hoth set. And so this is from the Hoth box. And if you look behind me, my backdrop when I have the camera set normally, you'll see that I have actually kept a lot of the micro boxes untouched. Okay, and then these are actually all from puzzles. Okay, I had a C-3PO and R2-D2 puzzle that I decided. I think what I had actually done, and I don't know what I did with it, but I actually took the puzzle apart. I put the puzzle together rather, and I glued it together. Like I made it like a permanent thing that I framed. But sadly, I don't think it lasted. I think the puzzle pieces started falling off, and then pretty soon half the puzzles were gone, puzzle pieces, so I ended up getting rid of it. But I still have parts of the box. From models, we have the MPC model kit. Okay, this is obviously a Y-wing fighter, and I do believe this came out in the Return of the Jedi days. This is just a Return of the Jedi. I had a handful of these. I just put one up here. This is just a Return of the Jedi. I will, in case you haven't guessed, Return of the Jedi is my favorite movie of the original trilogy, anyway. And I have a lot of these, just kind of, smattering around this collage. I just showed you one here. I believe these are from the carded action figures. I know some people are like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you did that! I can't believe you did it! You're so stupid!" And I was a kid. We all are kids. We do our things. I'm not really regretting it. This was kind of fun. It was a fun little project. Here's Wily the Ewok, which is one of those little small plush Ewoks that came out for Return of the Jedi. And you can sort of see on the back, again, the double-sided tape and glue has kind of ripped some of it off. You can see some of the Ewoks that are available. I do want to point out this really great proof of purchase, which I found interesting because it's General Mills. So somewhere along the line, this is what the proofs of purchase look like. This little blue circle, blue and white, half blue, half white circle. So I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, we have May the Force Be With You with C-3PO. I think this might be in line with something else that I'm really excited that I still have. And it's kind of my favorite thing out of all of this, which I'll show you in a moment. Here we have some stickers these are, I believe, part of, I think these are either part of the Topps trading cards or maybe a Topps sticker set. This is obviously the shuttle. This is the Y-Wing. These are the only things that kind of survived falling off the poster board. And then we got these 5 stickers that are part of the Topps sticker set. These are always fun to collect. I mean, you basically, I don't even know if I'm sure they still do this to some degree. You could go into a store and buy a booklet that was a Topps sticker set, and then you could buy packs of stickers that you could stick in the sticker books. So until you get them all collected, there's Vader. Here's obviously Luke, Jedi Luke. Here's I always forget, is it Logray or Chief Chirpa? I think it's Chief Chirpa. Princess Leia. This is actually the Star Wars New Hope Princess Leia with the cinnamon buns. And of course, hello, what have we here? Lando. General Lando from Return of the Jedi. Then we have this one, which I thought was fun. This is actually a Kellogg's Star Wars R2-D2 card. It's got a little thing on the back. Kellogg's, I'm not sure it came from cereal or if it came from something else that I would guess it's cereal if it's Kellogg's. But it could have come from like an oatmeal pack or something like that. Anything that Kellogg's came up with. So that's cool. Some other things, we have some bigger items here. We have these. We have some awesome, these are Disneyland postcards. Okay. You can see they got the Disneyland on them. And I love these because kids back in the day, they talk about the dark times. They talk about the time where Star Wars was not around. Well, I beg to differ because the last Star Wars thing that was out was the Ewoks and Droids cartoons, and they had their toy collection. And beyond, from 87 to 91, that was a very dark period. Yes, there wasn't much going on until 91 when Heir to the Empire, Timothy Zahn's novel, came out, and that started a re-interest in Star Wars. But that's only 4 years. But you know who held the mantle for 4 years? That's right, kids. Disneyland did. The Walt Disney Company, even before owning, they had worked out a deal with Lucas to do Star Tours, and you can buy these really cool postcards, and you can buy really cool like tourism posters. Because remember, it was Star Tours supposed to be like a tourism, like a cruise line almost. And you can go to Tatooine, and there were other ones like Cloud City and or Bespin or Endor, and so these are two of the postcards that they sold, which was cool. Hey, it's something, right? Here's another. Probably where I got those same micro cards from. This is the Hoth Generator Attack top of the front of the box. Yeah, this is definitely where that box came from, because you can see there's all the characters that came from it. Someday I will do a Bespin, or I will do a micro world video. But the only problem is I don't have to look up where each set came with like 5 or 6 figures. I got to make sure I know which set came with which figures, so I can kind of show them each. Right now they're all mixed together. Back to our model kit, and these are the snap together models. MPC. I love snap together models. It was so great to put them together. A lot of times they came with the decals, so you didn't really have to paint. It was really good for beginning modelers. And then if you wanted to put a little better paint scheme on it or do something else with it, you could. But here's one of the. I do still have my Y-wing somewhere. It's hanging up in there. Okay, we're almost done here, guys. Here's that puzzle. Talking about the puzzle. Actually, there's 2 things here. Here's the front of the puzzle, 140 piece. That's a nice size puzzle. You can knock that off in one hour. Very cool. Only problem with these, this is what they first came out with. This is like the first type of collectible you could get. I mean, there's among other things, but the Star Wars puzzles were it. You couldn't get toys right away, but you could get puzzles, because puzzles were cheap and easy to put together and easy to sell. So there you go, R2 and 3PO. And then this, of course, is one of the Power of the Force carded figure packs. Okay, this is the. I like this for the logo. I liked what it looked like. It was a little different. I was really hoping that they would continue this, because it was really fun to see, and I was hoping they were going to expand upon more figures, different figures. Thankfully, we did eventually get that in the Power of the Force 2 line. All right, we got our paint by numbers glow-in-the-dark lightsaber Luke Skywalker, which I thought I did a pretty darn good job here, considering that I'm not an artist. That is my daughter's forte, not mine. But this was paint by number, and paint by number was kind of fun if you'd follow it all. Now, I don't know how well this still works, but I do believe that if you shine bright light on this, when you turn it off, you'll still see the saber and all of the lights from behind. This is obviously Bespin Cloud City, so that's kind of cool. And the last but not least, now I know where the Kellogg's thing came from. I should have known. C-3POs, Kellogg's. If you're listening, if somebody knows somebody whose friend, brother's, cousin's former roommate works for Kellogg's, we want C-3POs back. I'm not a fan of whatever the god-awful cereal you guys put out these days, or General Mills, or whoever puts it out. It is not a very good cereal for Star Wars. It's too sweet. It's too marshmallowy. This was actually not bad. I mean, it was a good cereal. I thought it was really good. And obviously, you can see here on the bottom, it comes with free inside 2 Star Wars stickers. So that's where the stickers come from. Mystery solved. I don't know what I did with the other one. I didn't collect a lot of I think I might have bought like 2 boxes of C-3PO cereal. I know that they often had masks in the back too. Like you can cut out masks with hole punch. But there is the C-3PO cereal. So why I didn't just keep it keep the box? I have a whole bunch of cereal boxes. Again, this is just not stuff that I did too much of. So there's some, I guess, accoutrement, okay, that that I collected over the years. And as I said, in a future episode, I will be more than happy to get you guys up in the attic, because not only is there a lot more posters and stuff up there, but I can also show you where I store all the boxes for all the high-end sideshows, hot toys, some of the Black Series. All right, it would be nice for you guys to see how I store that. Maybe that's something you can look into do for yourself. Okay, so that will do it for this paper shelf talk episode of Darth Tuba Stars Unboxing Show. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification button. Check me out on Instagram and Twitter at Darth Tuba. Darth Tuba Stars Unboxing page on Facebook. And if you want to support the channel, check out the TeePublic store it's in the description. So thank you so much for watching. Until next time, may the Force and the toys and the collectibles and the paper products and the cereal boxes and the puzzle boxes and the model boxes and the paint by numbers, may it all be with you.